Word, and this is your spot to get the tips and inspiration you need to transform your body and mind. Now, mindset is a really powerful tool that so many people underutilize. Now, we spend hours in the gym grinding it out to see results. We spend hours cooking and meal prepping and being mindful of what we eat. Now, what really separates a successful week from a bad day, and that's our minds. Now, let's start with an exercise. I want you to recall the sights and sounds and feelings of you performing at your best. So imagine your best day ever, okay? It might be a day where you followed your nutrition to a T and you had an amazing workout and you saw a PR, or you had an amazing night's sleep that was uninterrupted. Now picture those moments where you were at your best. So imagine you're watching your own highlight reel. You feel no fear, no self-doubt, and no anxiety. Everything is flowing and going your way. It's just one of those perfect days. Now look around you. Where are you? What time of day is it? What time of year? What are you wearing? Who are you with? What does your body feel like? I want you to visualize everything about that moment. What you smell, what you hear. Now, imagine that slowly fading away. I want you to recall your worst day ever. Think of an experience where you felt weak, defeated, upset, ineffective. Nothing went your way no matter how hard you tried. Now, fast forward to the present. I want you to answer these questions honestly, okay? What percentage of the difference in those days had to do with your physical performance? And what percentage was mental? If you answered that at least 50% of the difference was mental, how much of your time do you spend on your mindset? The mind is like a VCR. It records sights and sounds and it continuously plays them over again. The body treats every vivid thought as if it was happening right now. And now studies have proven that mental training not only actually enhances performance and our productivity, but it actually helps with our outcome and our enjoyment of life as well. Pretty cool stuff, right? Now you can learn how to stay focused, how to deal with adversity, and how to stay motivated during difficult times. You can learn how to live your life and follow your dreams. Amazing, right? Now, building your mental muscle is just as important as training any of the body parts you train. And training your brain is just as important as training your body. So what you think directly affects how you feel and perform. Now, the more work you do on the inside, the great thing is the more that will actually show on the outside. Now, achieving success is learning how to focus on the task at hand and not to let negative thoughts intrude. I know it can be hard, but the mind can only concentrate on one thing at once. So rather than suppress the negative thought that you don't want to happen, focus on what you do want to happen. Now, what we've learned in psychology is that actions follow our thoughts. So, for example, when skipping, and you're skipping, you're saying, don't trip on the rope, don't trip on the rope, don't trip on the rope. Most people trip on the rope. And what we want to do, instead of telling ourselves, don't trip on the rope, what ends up happening is we actually programmed our mind to actually just trip on the rope. And the law of dominant thought says that your mind is going to remember the most dominant thought. So think trip, remember trip, then end up tripping. So rather than saying don't trip on the rope, think of keeping your toes up. Now, I've got some homework for you to do today. So I want you to grab a cue card or anything you can write on. Now, on one side, I want you to list your personal keys to success. So what are you doing when you've brought your A game? For example, are you eating 5 meals a day with 30 grams of protein per meal? Are you working out 4 times a week? Are you getting 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep? What is your best to you? Now, on the other side, I want you to list all the performances you need to do to achieve those personal keys to success. For example, to ensure you're getting 5 meals with 30 grams of protein per day, you're probably going to need to pre-plan your meals the night before and prep your food as well, maybe a day or two in advance to make sure you've got some protein. To get your workouts in, you might need to schedule your workouts in a calendar on your phone and make sure you're not answering any emails or phone texts or anything about an hour before your scheduled workout. The cool thing is, by changing the way you think, you can change your outcome. Outcomes follow our thoughts and our images. So of course, don't look where you don't want to go. So that is your homework for this evening or today. And I look forward to seeing what your personal keys to success are and your performance keys to help you be successful. So when you're done writing those down, post them below in the comments, and I can't wait to share with you our next mindset tip. Thanks so much for watching.